What's going on, y'all? Down South 77 here again, and this is 3-Star Draw, an adult collector channel where we're usually focused on G.I. Joe Classified, but sometimes on days like today, we're going to take a look at some other stuff too, some other cool stuff to go on this shelf or my shelf in the other room, other stuff I'm interested in I like to pick up and show you guys as I go along the way on this fantastic voyage of toy collecting. That sounded stupid, but I'm probably going to leave it in there. So I picked up something that I really wasn't even sure that I needed until I realized it was out, and then I actually saw one in person, and that is the Black Lion from Voltron. That's the new Target, the 40th anniversary ones that have put out, or that they've put out, and I know that they're reissues, I think, of a previous year, but I haven't had a Voltron toy since 1984. I had the original, the Matchbox, the one that had those delicious paint chips. Each lion was like a different flavor paint. I used to go outside and I would pick at Voltron in the sun underneath the power lines, and just sit there and watch the grass, picking paint. No, I did have it though. I didn't pull paint chips off of it. So I'm really looking forward to getting this thing out and playing around with it. I do want the other four lions, and I've never even seen them show in stock on Target's website. But man, just that's the sword.
We will defend this planet.
Yeah, we will. Got to see this thing in person when I went down and had my visit with my buddy Aaron, the toy enhancer. He had it, and it was sitting on his shelf. He hadn't opened it up yet, and I was just sitting there in amazement at all the stuff that he has. And I saw the side of the box, and I said, "Oh my lord, is that Voltron line?" He's like, "Yeah, man, take it out." And I mean, out of the shelf. And I took it off the shelf and was looking at it. I couldn't believe how big or how nice the packaging was, but I couldn't believe how big this lion was. I had no idea that this toy was this big, and it's $29.99 if you can catch it in stock at Walmart, and it goes in and out here all the time. My Target that I usually go to, like when I'm out hunting that I like, they've had two, and then it went to one, but it's been in stock online for like 5 or 6 days now. I actually ordered this one because it was during the work week and I couldn't make it to that Target. Last time I was going to get it, it sold out. Kind of procrastinated on it, so I didn't make that mistake again. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna bust this bad boy out and take a look at him, and I guess send up some kind of good thoughts or vibes that maybe I can track down the other ones. I especially want the green line from my boy Pidge. For some reason, I always liked Pidge because he was little and he'd whoop your ass with that line. He'd whoop it without that line. He knew jujitsu too. Let's go ahead and look at this line. Rawr. So we can take a look at it there without quite as much glare. I do foresee some muting the microphone getting done taking this thing out. So Voltron, if you can find all the lions there, it says that classic Voltron is 16 inches tall if you can get a hold of them. I hope I'm able to find them. I really don't want to overpay for these, but I really think those other lines are going to be the hard to get stuff from this one. So I guess probably open him from the top here, and I think we'll go ahead and pop the package open and then see what it looks like when he comes out of the box, and then I'll probably go ahead and get him out of whatever other material is in there. Oh, these flaps, you never know if these are taped, these top flaps on these. Well, that's not, but this is. All right. There we go. I really like the packaging. What did I do? I bumped the camera there, didn't I? You guys don't want to see my monitor over there hiding in the corner. what I was saying about the packaging is I like this. I like toys that give you some kind of a background that you can put them against. Um, Probably the best example that I can think of this is probably the Headless Horseman from Mythic Legion. It comes with the big insert on the inside of it, but I mean, it's not just an insert. Like it's part of the whole. I mean, it's a background diorama piece. Let's see, maybe we can do this without having a whole bunch of plasticky pain in the butt noises. Yeah, I didn't look at the back. Yeah, we're gonna get that out and we'll be right back. Oh no, he fell over. I tell you guys one thing, nobody is stealing the black line out of the store unless you are Nightcrawler and you're planning on teleporting out with it. There ain't no packaging swaps going on with this thing. I had to take a break from cutting these twist ties or these plastic ties. They are everywhere. So if you do get this thing and you take it out, this that he's actually in, the bubble, actually has bigger ties holding it in. Cut those. Cut these big ones and then cut the ones holding this in and pull that whole thing out. It'll go a lot easier. And I know because that is the exact opposite of the way that I just did it. But you know what though, man? If these little ties help stop people from figure swapping and stealing and all of that nonsense, I'll cut them. I'll cut them all day. I'm going to complain about them, but I'll cut them because I would rather get my toy home and have the inconvenience of having to snip a bunch of those little ties. I would rather have that inconvenience than the inconvenience of having to return or send something back or whatever because what I bought wasn't in there. So actually you can see it through the package with this toy, but we all know what's been going on in the past, the last year and a half, so with the windowless stuff. But something like this with all of the ties in it, nobody is going to open that up in the store and try to steal that thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the black line here. Thing is chunky, and I tell you what, it is plastic. I mean, obviously, but it's got some heft to it. And you hear them ratcheting. That's what I want. This is what I want to hear when I pose GI Joes at the waist. Maybe be just a little smoother and not so locked in one place. But when they go from that one ratchet point to the next, that's what I want to hear. So legendary classic legendary black line does come with sticker sheets. I'll get this right in a minute. Instruction sheet. I can't talk for nothing today, can I? And he's got the diagram there on what to do to form Voltron, and when you get all 5, if you ever get all 5. So I'm not real good with these instruction sheets, but these are actually more detailed than Hasbro's. But there's not a whole lot to the line itself when they're in line form. Of course, black line is the middle, is the central part. Seemed like this was the hard one to get when you had to buy them individually as kids. Seems like I remember this one and the yellow line. Maybe that was yellow was Lance or Hunk. Somebody tell me in the comments. I remember Pidge, but I always mixed up Lance and Hunk. It's Playmate. It's a big giant robot. That's a line that turns into another big giant robot. So, in line form, they're pretty basic. But he does have Voltron's wings, which you can stretch out, make the black line fly if you need to. I always thought these guys looked cool flying through the air. I should have got some Voltron sound effects, but you know what? I didn't. So you can kind of see how he, some of the moves that you got to do with him to turn him into Voltron, but we don't have to do that. Hopefully we can do a video one day on turning him into Voltron, but I don't foresee that being anytime soon. Now, you can just kind of do him like that, can't you? Just set him up that way. I don't think he will ever stand. He's got these Liefeld feet like this. But he does have quite a bit of articulation. I mean, you can probably get this dude in some poses. Like saying, talk to the paw. Hold up, talk to the paw. My Voltron face. But it feels really, really smooth. Like you don't feel like anything is gonna fall over. You don't feel like when you move this.
Lotor, your evil forces will never defeat us.
That's right, Lotor. Buttons right there, by the way. It's really easy to hit. But as far as, big lion, big robot lion, I like it. I wish these, I do wish, of course that's where that flips up and that goes when you make Voltron. I do wish that these swiveled a little bit. That's really there's the release buttons. I got instructions, but I'm kind of figuring out as I go, if you guys couldn't tell. I do wish that there was some kind of a elbow pivot or something so you could get a little more action with the front paws than you do with the back. But you're going to be able to get him like that, so you can angle these back legs a little bit so you can get him in a better stance, and you're going to be able to get him down like he's pouncing, like he's stalking, because he's a big cat, because he's a lion, you know what I'm saying. Looks like he's getting ready to put you on a bun and have you for lunch. Wish the tail went down. Wish there was, maybe down to there so you could have the tail straight out like he's in alert mode. Not a whole lot to it, honestly. If you don't have the other lines, this will be a much longer video. If you have the other lines, there he is, like he's springing into action. Can't really do a whole lot with him. He's going to be a lion on your shelf until you get 4 more lines to go with him. But just the size of this thing, like you could pick it up and you could club somebody with it if you needed to. I'm going to keep this beside my bed, I think. So, man, how'd you like to tell that story in jail? Broke in this dude's house, man. I was walking around trying to swipe his stuff, and he jumped out of bed and hit me with a Voltron line. I was in the hospital for 3 days. I woke up and thought I was Prince Lothar. Voltron symbol looks really good. It's got some texture there to it. Of course, you get the colors. You get the cross. You got the crown because he served the crown. Who was the hot Princess Allura? I do like the wings. I know they're Voltron wings, but I like them with the line out like he's half beetle, like he's beetle line. Beetle line, beetle line, beetle line. It's a good representation of Voltron. I do miss the die-cast one. This one is a whole lot larger than that one was. I would love to get that Voltron set, but that is well beyond my price range. But, by the time I hunt down these other lines for this one might be out of my price range, and I'm just doing it a piece at a time. So, what do you guys think? Did you pick it up? Are you going to pick it up? Keep checking Target online if you're looking for it. In my area, it comes in and out of stock pretty regularly, as I mentioned. Oh, it actually locks. I just realized that. And it'll lock back there if you need it to. All kind of stuff you find out when you don't read the instructions. You got a switch here so you can turn the sound effects on and off.
The galaxy is about to be secure.
Good.
Voltron!
Swing. Oh, I thought you got the swing from the sword with that. I don't know. It's in there because it's got 60 plus sound effects, phrases and sound effects with it. Let's go back here and put this back behind him. Man, it's still got them plastic ties in it. I thought I picked them all out. There's still pieces of that in there. So let's check him out. Ooh, I bet that was loud, wasn't it?
Voltron!
All right. Let's see. There we go. So you can use this as a backdrop up on the shelf there. Turn that light out and get that glare off of there. It's a good looking toy if you are a Voltron fan. I know this one is, like I mentioned, supposedly a reissue, but you know what? I didn't have that one, so I'm gonna get this one. I wasn't collecting a bunch of stuff when that last one come out. There you go. I do wish. One thing I wish was the Voltron face. I wish it flipped up into here, into the cavity underneath the snout and the nose. I wish it flipped up so you could actually use the the mouth. Oh, hey, what do you know? Never mind. Wishes do come true. I wish the other 4 lines were sitting on my front porch when I finish recording this video. I'm gonna go check if they're out there, y'all. I'll do another video tonight. So you can actually have him with the face up. So the line can have the mouth open for a cool look. Let's have him eating something. Let's have this line chomping on something. Hang on. That's more like it. Of course I grabbed a bat. I grabbed a bat for everything. Have one good robot versus fighting one evil robot. And I wanted it to look like he just grabbed that bat and was dragging him. Just chomped down. I posed the bat a little bit with his feet down there, so he's supporting a little bit of the weight. Because if you just set the whole thing in there, it's gonna open the mouth up. So balance it out with the legs on the bat. But I think that's a cool little shot right there. That's what I wanted to do. That's why I wanted that face to flip up. All right, not a whole lot to this one, guys. It is a cool toy.
They'll soon be defeated by Voltron, defender of the universe.
Cobra's about to be defeated by the Black Lion, I can tell you that. Guys, I will see you next time. Hit that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe, that share. Just tap all them buttons. Just click them all. But don't hit all of them. Don't hit the thumbs down one. I will see y'all next time on 3 Star Draw.